Welcome back to the Plays with Cars YouTube channel and a very special episode on the Mazda Prototype Racers. As you can see here by my lovely Blip Shift shirt, no advertising. I buy Blip Shift at full price all the time because I love their stuff. But this is one of many Mazda shirts that they have done in the past, and one of two that I have with the 787B on it, which is, of course, the Mazda prototype car that won the 24-hour of Le Mans outright in 1991. The first Japanese manufacturer to do so, and the only one up until Toyota finally won it, a year or two ago, when they were the only ones left entered. So, obviously a very legendary race car. Now, the reason why we are here in the garage looking at Mazdas is because I've got some really special collection stuff going on Mazda prototype racers. So, to start off with, this channel actually started with this car right here, which is the Hot Wheels car culture Mazda 787B race car. And what it was is these wings come bent, basically, or misformed. And our very first video was actually a how-to on how to fix that. So, I had this one looking a lot better back then. It's been about a year and a half now, and it has slowly bent its way back, so we will have to do it again. But if you want to check that out, that's our very first video since the relaunch of calling this channel Plays with Cars and doing stuff with YouTube all the time, was to do this. And it was like Miniatures Monday episode 0 or something like that. But anyways, this car launched it because it was the biggest news, the hottest Hot Wheels release in a very long time. Because, I mean, look at the detail on this thing. It is amazing. And this rear hatch actually comes off. And you can see power plant buried way in there. And that's just cool as all get out. So, this was the first release Hot Wheels had done. And they didn't release anything else until this year. They did the Car Culture Team Transport. They did this, I think it's called the Sakura Sprinter, I could be wrong. Yeah, Sakura Sprinter. In the Affinity logo, which is Mazda's upmarket brand for Japan. I don't know if it exists anymore or not, but it was back in the day. And they had this glorious paint scheme on it, which again, these are real Mazda paint schemes. This was the Mazda/Mazda Speed scheme. This is the Affinity scheme. 787Bs actually raced in those schemes. And so those have been the only two Hot Wheels releases thus far. So, and again, we featured this on a Miniatures Monday, so we've definitely been featuring those. Now, we do model kits around here a lot, obviously, and we recently picked up this. Ooh, good enough room there. Mazda 767B model kit. Now, Hasegawa does make the 787B model kit. However, that thing is at least $100, and that's just the kit. If you want to get the correct decals and all the detailing sets and all that stuff to really make the model pop, you're going to be into it $200 to $250, which, if you're super into models, it's a nice one to do. However, the 767B, which was the predecessor to 787, it was still 4-rotor. Didn't win outright, but, had some success in the races, especially at Daytona and a little bit at Le Mans, is still a very beautiful car. Obviously, shared DNA, pretty close to the 787. But anyways, this kit is much more affordable because it's been released a lot more recently, and it's more of a curbside kit, meaning there's no engine in it. So see, the body is all one piece there. There's no motor inside. The Hasegawa 787B kit is a full detail kit with the 2-piece, 3-piece body or something like that, the motor and all that stuff. But if you just want to build a nice looking model to put on your shelf, this 767B kit is really good, and it comes in 3 different flavors of decal. You can find them at hobby shops, or especially specialty ones, or on eBay. Relatively affordable. They're about $50, give or take. Look around, you can get one on a deal for a couple bucks off, but still a good value. So we will be building this. Don't know when. We got a lot of other models going on right now, but this came. We are definitely going to build it. So we've got the 767B, which I'll just put back up there, and the Secura Sprinter, and the two 787s. Now, if you watched Finishers Monday, episode 55, you know that we pulled some Trans Am cars with transports out of a box that also included this. This is a 1/64th scale 787B by a company called Sparky, who I've never heard of before. Apparently they're made by Minimax, but this is a legit licensed LeMans product. I mean, and look at it. Like, that is the real deal scheme. So I wanted to take this out. Obviously, the packaging is, like I said, not very great. And compare it to the Hot Wheels Car Culture ones. But I wanted to set it up, do it on the big camera, really give a good review of it and a lot of views, because I didn't even know this existed. It's kind of hard to come by, and it's pricey. This thing was like $18 for one car. But at least right now, it appears to be worth it. So, shall we take a crack at it? All right, here we go. I know how many collectors I make scream all the time with my opening of packages, but I like to hold the toy cars and play with the toy cars and have them on nice displays, and the packaging is usually not all that good looking, so I have no qualms about opening stuff up. The resale value, that's for my widow when I'm dead and gone. I want to play with them. Alright, so it is on the base with this little screw thing here. And again, just look at that. So the lights, alright, check this out. On the Hot Wheels, this is just a tampo. It's paint that's printed on at the factory. The body itself is all one piece. See, this one does not have headlight tampos, all one piece. On this, the headlights are clear plastic. See that? The headlights actually exist in there, and there's clear plastic covers over them. That is insane. Oh wow, there's a full interior too. Look, there's the steering wheel on the right hand side. Man, and it's got the correct those wheel cover spat things that go in the wheels for brake cooling at LeMans. And I mean, that wing, look at that wing. We've got it correct. It is low, it is big, it is straight. No bends, no issues like the Hot Wheels ones have. Well, let's take it off here, if we can. Break it. Oh, there we go. It's a righty-loosey. Oh, that's a trick. Yeah, look at that. It's got 787B number 55, winner Le Mans, 1991, with V. Wilder, Johnny Herbert, and B. Gajot. Dang. Wow, okay, so first of all, like, look underneath here. The Hot Wheel is very much just a flat bottom metal base Hot Wheel with kind of this representation on the back of the splitter. But look at the, what is this thing again? The Sparky? It has the full throat for the splitter all molded in the rear suspension arms. That's wild. So it is a plastic base, but it's a metal body. The rear spoiler is plastic as well. Again, it's just, the detail on it is so phenomenal. I mean, look at the fender mirrors, right? Like, Hot Wheels doesn't even give you fender mirrors. This one gives you fender mirrors. Oh, look at that. The windows are clear. You can see right through them. Oh, man. I can't tell you how pumped I am. This is literally my favorite car of all time. Race car, any car, period. This to me is the pinnacle. And so to have such a finely executed die-cast is incredible. I mean, and the scaling is right. Like it's a bit smaller than the Hot Wheel, but Hot Wheel plays fast and loose with their sizes. But I mean, it looks right. Like things like, look, these vents, these asymmetrical vents here on the back, they are open on this. You can see right into them. They're completely open. On the Hot Wheel, they are not. They're molded in, all solid one piece. Like all the vents, all the stuff here on the side, the nose, down into the radiator duct. I mean, that's just something to behold. Let's put it down and we can get the camera in there and hopefully give a good accounting of what this car looks like. Yeah, man, this is profile. Boy, if that just doesn't do it for you right there. Who wouldn't want to have that line up on their die-cast shelf, right? So that has been our review of the Sparky by Minimax Mazda 787B 1991 Le Mans winning race car, 4-rotor. Oh, I can't even talk. It's so good, I can't even talk. Alright, well, I hope you guys enjoyed this special here on the Plays with Cars YouTube channel. I'm going to need a moment alone, apparently, to collect my thoughts about this, because that car really is doing it for me. So I got to go put that in the display case right now. I've had an empty spot waiting for it ever since this casting was released. So these guys beat Hot Wheels to the punch, and I can't be happier. Well worth every penny of $18 and then some. If you are a Mazda fan, if you are a Rotary fan, if you are a Le Mans fan, you need this car. You need to get this car. I got mine on eBay. Again, no affiliations. I don't make any money on this channel. I don't advertise anything, guys. I spend 100% of my own money. You can too. But yeah, I got mine on eBay. There's a couple of them on there from different sellers. But however you can get your hands on one, you should get your hands on one. Goodness. Well, until next time, that's been the Plays with Cars YouTube channel.